Today I'm going to share a little bit about AFM and our LX100 shrink sleeve applicator here. AFM has been supplying shrink sleeve equipment since 2014 and is currently our fastest growing segment of our portfolio. And our LX100 is a big reason for that. So a few things I want to talk about with the in regards to the LX100. This here is our entry-level full body, mid body, and tamper shrink applicator. Who's using this equipment? A lot of what we're finding here is a lot of inquiries, and a lot of these machines are being installed for those that are looking to automate their system, right? Customers that are looking to move out of a manual process and into some automation. Another segment of who's using this is customers that are moving from printed cans to label applied cans. One of the pain points that beverage companies are experiencing right now is getting cans, printed cans, and the quantities that that have to be purchased in order to get those cans. So specifically for craft brewers, for example, they may not have enough beer to fill the quantity of the minimum order quantities that they have to submit for cans. So it's a great option for them to be able to just buy blank cans and label the cans however they please, depending on the inventory of product that they have to fill them with. So it's a great solution to alleviate inventory that's required in stacks of cans or in pallets and pallets of cans, and just merely holding some inventory on some labels, and that can be changed within about 20 minutes on this machine. Again, why are they using them? Again, pain points regarding the purchasability of cans and getting those things, getting cans provided for the pre-printed cans. But another reason is marketability. We have a lot of customers, especially the COVID issues that we're dealing with today. There's a lot more emphasis on security. So with shrink sleeve applicators, what we're able to do is adds a level of security on our package. And not just the security, but we're able to create some good marketability for customers on the store shelves. So we're able to create some really good brand recognition, at the same time creating security for the product and creating a really good looking package using shrink sleeve application. So just to give you a little preview of how it works, we're going to go ahead and watch this run here for a second. So the cans are being introduced through our timing screw, coming down through the machine, which I'll explain here just in a short second. Moving through our brush down system and into our convection shrink tunnel. Now, to give you an idea how this works, we'll start with our film unwind over here. So as this is a new piece of equipment for a new customer, what we have here is our film unwind. You load your film up here and feed it through our dancer system, right? And our dancer system is going to maintain the pressure on the film, if you will, as it comes through our system. Then it's going to feed up through the top of the cabinet here, where it's going to go over our bullet style mandrel. As it's getting fed into the mandrel, it's going to feed through our film registration here. And that's unique, which I'll kind of get into here in a little bit as we go through the process of why that is unique and what that particular piece does. As it goes over the mandrel system, which is manufactured for every specific product, it's being opened up by the mandrel, and the mandrel is being held in by these two support wheels here. As it goes down, we have our drive wheels, and these drive wheels are servo driven. The reason that's important is because, as I said earlier, our photo sensor here that's looking for the print registration, these wheels are being driven and making minor adjustments to ensure that we have a precision cut on that registration that it saw earlier in that photo eye. So that when it comes through the cutting system, which is also servo driven, it's making that precise cut inside of that registration. Now, our cutting system has one single blade. And the reason that's important is that it has one blade on one side and a counterweight on the other. So as it's coming through, and the photo eye tells the cutting mechanism when to cut, it makes one complete revolution. Instead of slicing through or creating pricks inside the film, it makes one full turn around the film. And again, like I said, the reason that's important is it allows for a clean cut. So there's no tails and just hanging pieces of film after it's cut into the system, like you might find in some other systems. After it passes through the cutting system, it then gets indexed over here to the bottom part of the mandrel. And when this product comes from the timing screw over to the product sensor, once this product sensor tells the machine, hey, I'm here, it then shoots, these applicator wheels then shoot the product down onto the container. And if you look back here, what we have on our system is a misapply sensor. So for whatever reason, this film does not make it onto the product, this sensor then tells the machine, hey, we have a problem, and then stops the timing wheel from feeding product into the machine. From this process, then we go into our brush down system. The brush down system is important because it ensures that the film goes from, if it stops at mid body or somewhere other than the bottom of the product, that brush down system then ensures that the film is all the way down so that you have a complete bottom to top coverage of your product. Once it goes here, it goes into what we have here is our ESA 200 convection heat shrink tunnel. The convection here, our ES 200 convection heat tunnel is a great option for those applications where steam is just not an option. For example, brewers that want to put some shrink on a can, but don't want any moisture in there before it gets filled. So our convection shrink tunnel is a really good option for those, or even powder products where the idea of moisture may get into the container is of question. So, and instead of just dealing with that whole problem, we just use convection heat. So as we talk a little bit more about our tunnel, if you want to take a look in here, we'll show you that in our tunnel, in this tunnel, it's easily adjustable. So we have 32 loops inside to create adjustability, to get a really good shrink and to dial in your shrink to exactly where you need it. As it passes through the tunnel, we have two separate shrink chambers, if you will, that are driven by two different blow motors that are both run on separate variable frequency drives, which are controlled here with these two dials. And why that's important is in the very first chamber, what it does is it allows the shrink or the film at the very beginning of the shrink tunnel to just kind of activate and kind of get it ready for shrinking. Then as it moves into the next chamber, that's where the film actually gets shrunk. And all of that, depending on the film and depending on the product, it may take different temperatures, which is controlled with your gauge here. All of which is easily accessible on the front of the machine, as you can see here. Everything from your power, your heater on and off, and your ascend and descend. So you have your ascend and descend buttons here, which are driven by this motor. So it allows you to lift up and bring down the tunnel depending on the size of your product. And then of course, as it comes out, then you again use your loops to dial in the shrink you're looking for. So let's take another look at this at our LX100 in action. So again, we come through the timing screw, and what's important about the timing screw is it creates separation between the products before it's introduced to the applicator. As you can see, all the products are bunched up together. The timing screw allows for that separation so that there's a space between each product being sleeved. Again, comes through, down through the brush section. And gives us a nice clean finish. So again, this system here, this heat tunnel, this convection heat tunnel, again, is for applications that where steam is just simply not available, either available or not an option. As we do some of these clean streams, we also have a line of steam tunnels, all in one steam tunnel where we have our boiler already as a part of the tunnel. And we have just tamper ban, just steam tunnels just for tampering, whether it's radiant, whether it's convection, or whether it's steam. We have all those options available. We have 3 different versions of our tamper ban and shrink applications. We have the CH100. I'm sure that you saw in one of our other videos. We have our LX150 as well, which have rates up to 300 a minute. This particular one, as an entry level, run rates of about between 20 and 80 a minute, depending on the size. So depending on what you're running through this machine will help you determine the rates that you're looking to achieve. Now, again, for those that are looking for some good marketability, some good shelf presence for your product, like we have up here, the LX100 is a great option. And again, if you're looking to move from manual to a manual operation into a more automated operation, again, the 150 is a great entry-level way to do it. One thing that I want to mention here with our ES200, it comes in 2 versions. We have the standard, which this one is, and it also comes in an XL. The XL, and if you come with me, I'll show you here the difference. This here is our standard. This here has a 10-inch opening. I'm sorry, an 8-inch opening and a 12-inch height. Our XL has a 10-inch opening with a 12-inch height. So there's an array of different varieties of equipment that we have that can help you solve the needs that you have. So if you have any other questions, feel free to post them in the comment section. I'd love to answer them for you. Do we have any?
What comes with the sleever?
So what comes with the sleever? When the purchase of this piece of equipment comes with 4 critical components. We have the applicator itself, which you can see here is a stainless steel from the cabinet down to the frame. We have our timing screw that also comes with it. We have the mandrel set of tooling that comes with it as well, and the brush down system, which is all included in your purchase. Now, some of our competitors may just sell you the applicator as well, and these are separate, but with AFM, all of that is included. Now, to keep in mind, your timing wheel and your mandrel are all manufactured specific to the product that you're looking to sleeve. So if you have various products, you may need various tooling, various timing screws, and various mandrels. Do we have any other questions? What voltage? This LX100 is a 220 three-phase system. And our tunnel is also a 220 system. 240, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. What's the optional voltage? The optional voltage, we have 480 option as well. The tunnel can be run by itself. Your conveyor will then just feed into the tunnel. And if you have some products where you don't have a high volume and you're just looking to run a few samples or just have a short run that just may be better off done by hand, you can bypass the application system and run the product right through the tunnel. Lead times with the LX100 and this is about 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. Those lead times can vary from time to time, so please check with us if and your needs and your immediate needs so we can help you out there. Any other questions posting up?
Do you guys supply film?
We do supply film because of we do supply film, so if you have any film questions or if you need some film question answered, please feel free to give us a call or look us up at www.afmsleeves.com or reach out to one of our qualified distributors. But again, thank you for taking the time to meet with us here on Zoom and taking the time to join us again to see the benefits and features of our LX100. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to look us up online, www.afmsleeves.com, or again, reach out to one of our qualified distributors. Thanks for your time, guys.